All right, get ready because we're diving deep into Wisconsin Dells.
Hmm.
It could be your summer haven as a J1 student you know. And to help us get there, we've got a guide for students in the Dells and some insider info from All Friends. They're an organization dedicated to supporting J1 students.
What's interesting is how these resources really get into the details. They go way beyond the typical information and get into the nuances that can really affect a student's summer.
Exactly. So first things first, where even is Wisconsin Dells? Well, smack dab in central Wisconsin, it's known as the water park capital of the world.
Hmm.
But why is that? Well, the Dells has this super unique combo of natural sandstone bluffs, the Wisconsin River, and entrepreneurial spirit that led to like a ton of indoor and outdoor water parks.
Yeah, you're talking record-breaking slides, wave pools that'll knock your socks off, and themed attractions you won't find anywhere else.
Exactly.
And it's not just a random collection of water parks either. The Dells has evolved into this immersive, almost surreal landscape. You can go from a water slide to exploring an ancient Roman city all in one day. It's really unique.
Okay, so let's talk about All Friends. They're way more than your typical J1 support organization. They're like your buddies in the Dells. They'll help you with anything from finding housing to planning awesome trips.
Yeah, and their student center in the Dells is really impressive. It's not just a place to hang out, although it's great for that too. They also offer workshops on, well, everything. Navigating cultural differences, managing finances, plus they organize social events.
So you can connect with other J1 students from all over the world.
Yeah, it's a built-in support system right there in the Dells.
They even have testimonials from past students saying how All Friends helped them through tough times, like homesickness or unexpected job issues.
It's clear they really care about making students feel safe and supported throughout the summer.
For sure. Speaking of feeling safe and supported, let's talk about something super important, your social security number.
Oh yeah, the SSN. It's your golden ticket to working and, well, functioning in the U.S. It's not just some random number. Your SSN lets you get paid, open a bank account, and basically participate in the U.S. system.
Okay, so how do you get it?
Your employer will help you with the application process, but you should be prepared to wait a bit. It can take from 5 days to 5 weeks, especially during the summer when all the J1 students arrive.
So patience is key. While you're waiting for that, you should make sure you really understand your lease agreement. It lays out your rights and responsibilities as a tenant and helps you avoid any surprises, especially when it comes to that refundable deposit.
It's all about setting yourself up for success from the beginning.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, let's switch gears a bit and talk about the awesome adventures waiting for you in Wisconsin Dells and beyond. All Friends has some great trips planned. Two stand out: the California Dreaming trip and a trip to Chicago.
Hold on, California Dreaming. Tell me more about this epic adventure.
Okay, imagine this. 9 days full of iconic sights and unforgettable experiences. You'll travel through the Grand Canyon and Horseshoe Bend, see the lights of Las Vegas, and experience the cultures of Hollywood and San Francisco. It's a whirlwind tour made just for J1 students.
Wow, that sounds incredible. Okay, and what about Chicago? Is it easy to get there from the Dells?
Absolutely. Chicago is just a quick trip from Wisconsin Dells, about 3 hours driving, or you can take a scenic train ride. It's a perfect getaway to a big city. You've got world-class museums, vibrant music, and those famous deep dish pizzas.
All this talk of adventure is making me hungry. Let's talk about the local scene. What can our listener expect in terms of food, culture, and entertainment in Wisconsin Dells itself?
One thing that's really cool about the Dells is that it's way more than just water parks. You've got a charming downtown area with quirky shops and restaurants, live music, and even a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, for those who like the weird and wonderful. And don't forget about the Dells' natural landscape. You can take a boat tour along the Wisconsin River, hike through trails, or even go ziplining.
Wow, so it's like you can pick your own adventure. Go wild at the water parks, check out the downtown, or get into nature. I'm getting serious FOMO just thinking about it.
And here's something that adds a whole other dimension to the Dells. It has a fascinating history connected to the Ho-Chunk Nation, the Native American tribe who have lived there for centuries.
Oh, that's right. I remember reading about their influence in the area. Are there any ways for J1 students to learn about the Ho-Chunk Nation's history?
For sure. The Ho-Chunk Nation has a cultural center and museum not too far from the Dells. You can really immerse yourself in their stories, traditions, and art.
That's awesome. It sounds like an amazing way to connect with the Dells on a deeper level.
Absolutely. Speaking of connections, let's talk about your sponsor organization. They're really important in making sure your J1 experience goes smoothly.
Right. They're the ones who set you up with your main job, the one
Yeah.
that's tied to the J1 visa program.
Exactly. And they'll check in with you from time to time, just to make sure you're doing okay and following the program rules. Remember, your sponsor organization is responsible for you being there, and they can step in if there are any problems.
So it's important to keep in touch with them during your stay. Now, while your sponsor's there to help you, it's also really important to understand that you need to follow the rules of your J1 visa and all the local laws, too.
Oh, absolutely. Remember, you're a visitor in another country. It's super important to be aware of the rules and customs.
Sure.
For example, the drinking age in Wisconsin is 21, and there are strict laws about open containers and noise.
So party responsibly and be respectful. Good advice in general, really.
You got it. Now, let's go back to something we talked about earlier, the entertainment card.
Hmm.
This thing can save you a ton of money and give you access to some awesome stuff in the Dells.
Okay, how do you get one of these cards?
If you work for someone who's a member of the Wisconsin Dells Visitors and Convention Bureau, you're golden. You just need your first paycheck, your passport, and $25. Then you can grab the card from the Visitors Bureau.
And what kind of perks come with it?
Lots of discounts at shops and restaurants all over the Dells. Plus, free entry to some of the top attractions. It's like a VIP pass to the best of the Dells.
That's amazing. It sounds like the card pays for itself pretty quickly.
Exactly. It really encourages students to explore the Dells and make the most of their summer.
Now, with all this talk of attractions and entertainment, it's easy to forget about the practical stuff. What tips do you have for our listeners about, getting around the Dells and managing money?
Well, one of the best things about the Dells is that it's really bike-friendly. A lot of students just buy a used bike. You can usually find one for a decent price. It's a great way to get around town, explore, and stay active. Just remember to register your bike with the police after 30 days.
Makes sense. Safety first.
And when it comes to money, budgeting is key. You'll have upfront costs like your housing deposit and transportation. Once you get your Social Security number, it's a good idea to open a bank account. It'll make things much easier.
Good advice. Okay, let's talk about housing. What are the usual options for J1 students in the Dells?
Most students find housing through All Friends. They connect you with landlords who offer leases for the summer season. It's pretty common to share an apartment or house with other students, usually 4 students to a room.
Oh, so you've got built-in friends right away.
Exactly. It's a great way to meet people and build a community.
And do these places usually come with furniture?
Yeah, they usually have the basics. Beds, dressers, a kitchen table, and sometimes a sofa in the living room. You'll probably share a bathroom and kitchen, which can actually be a fun way to get to know your housemates.
It sounds like dorm life, but in the Dells.
Exactly. And remember, when it comes to housing, talk to your housemates. Be upfront about what you expect and any potential issues.
That's great advice. Having a good living situation can really make your summer experience so much better.
For sure. I think it's important to remember that the J1 program is about way more than just working. It's a chance to experience American culture, meet people from all over the world, and make memories that will last.
It's like a crash course in personal growth and cultural exchange, all while having fun in the summer.
Exactly. And Wisconsin Dells, with its nature, attractions, and welcoming community, is the perfect place for this journey.
It sounds like Wisconsin Dells has it all. Work, play, and even some cultural experiences.
Yeah, it's a great mix.
And it's clear that the guide and groups like All Friends really want to help J1 students make the most of their time there.
Absolutely.
We've talked about a lot today, from the J1 visa and Social Security numbers to lease agreements and local laws. It feels like we've given our listener a whole roadmap for the Dells.
I think we have. So what stands out to you as the most important advice for someone heading to Wisconsin Dells?
For me, it's all about being prepared. Do your research, read all the documents, and don't be afraid to ask questions, especially about your lease agreement. Knowledge is power.
Couldn't agree more. The more you know, the better you'll be able to enjoy your experience and handle any problems that come up. Plus, remember that All Friends is there to help you along the way.
They're like your personal support system.
Exactly. So to wrap things up, I want to leave our listener with this thought. Wisconsin Dells is more than just a place to visit. It's a chance to grow, explore, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Embrace the adventure, experience the culture, and enjoy every minute. This is your summer to shine.
This deep dive has been awesome. Thanks for joining us, everyone.